The GTA, PvE, and GTI are now engaged in an all-out conflict that could determine the future of the Terran Vasudan history. Although the bulk of the GTI fleet has been contained in Beta Aquilae and Vega, the GTI flagship Hades is still at large and must be stopped. The Soyokoze is the only ship within range to intercept the Juggernaut before she can carry out her ultimate objective. Victory or defeat will be decided in the next few hours. You are being informed on a need-to-know basis about the Hades project, and are hereby notified that all information regarding it is classified level Omega. Divulging this information, directly or indirectly, to any persons other than those specifically authorized by the Galactic Terran Alliance is a treasonous offense, punishable by death. The GTD Hades was conceived and designed in 2324, when it became apparent that the Terran Vasudan War would not be won decisively in a matter of months. This super-destroyer would be nearly invulnerable to bomber, cruiser, and destroyer attacks, and would be able to mount full-scale planetary assaults unaided. Construction began the following year in the Delta Serpentis shipyards. When the Shivans arrived in 2335, the Hades was nearing completion. The GTI conducted extensive studies of the aliens, particularly of the Lucifer, and put the new developments to use in the Hades. With their ultimate weapon now boasting Shivan beam weaponry and Terran-Shivan hybrid systems, GTI forces waited for the deployment order from GTA High Command. But the order never came. Unlike every other ceasefire over the course of the Terran Vasudan War, this one held. The GTA and PvE set aside their differences to counter the Shivan threat, and in the process, developed a grudging respect for each other. Galactic Terran intelligence, however, could not easily discard the investment and momentum of 10 years' worth of work on Hades. According to statements by captured operatives, the GTI concluded that the GTA had lost sight of its original goal and decided to take matters into its own hands. The GTI appears to have been positioning itself to overthrow the GTA government as soon as the Terrans had recovered enough from the Great War to stand on their own. Once the Shivans were defeated, the GTI would dissolve the Terran Vasudan Treaty and strike the final blow against the PvE. The Terran Vasudan War would finally be won. The exposure of the GTI conspiracy has prevented their plan from coming to fruition, but the GTI may yet succeed in their ultimate objective. Our reconnaissance against the Hades has indicated that its engines are enhanced with Shivan components, which may enable the Juggernaut to use jump nodes too unstable for Terran and Vasudan vessels. Command believes that, rather than pursuing a random course of destruction, the Hades is actually en route to Altair and Aldebaran via the Deneb-Altair phasing jump node. This maneuver would effectively allow the Hades to slip behind Vasudan lines, beyond any possibility of interception by GTA or PvE forces. The Deneb-Altair jump node is no longer stable enough for our ships to traverse, which means that any counterattack would have to go the long way around via Alpha Centauri. By then, the Hades will have had more than enough time to devastate the Vasudan home systems unopposed. There are some within the GTA who favor the GTI in this conflict. Indeed, many officers and pilots have defected to the GTI, and many others have argued that the Vasudans would behave the same as the GTI if they were in the same position. I can only answer by saying I believe this is the right thing to do, and I believe the Vasudans would defend us if the situation were reversed. It may be difficult for each species to see past the horrors of the past 14 years, but the Vasudans seem to be holding up their end of the bargain. The PvE continue to work closely with the GTA in our campaign to track and destroy the Lucifer, even after the devastation of Vasuda Prime removed their main motivation for doing so. And the GTA and PvE continue to share military resources and intelligence even today. We should honor their continued support with our own. History will determine whether we made the right choice in doing so.
The Hades has been tracked to an abandoned cargo depot in orbit around Deneb 3. This once prosperous colony was utterly destroyed by the Shivans earlier this year, and the shattered remains of many warships drift nearby. The Hades engines are currently offline, and we believe she is repairing the damage sustained in the collision with the PV depot. This may be our only chance to destroy the Juggernaut before it reaches Altair.
Sayakaze is making the subspace jump to Deneb as they speak. Advanced fighter wings will be launched immediately upon Sayakaze's arrival in the system, and Sayakaze herself will move into position to challenge the Hades directly as soon as her jump drives are recharged. The Hades has 5 main beam cannons that must be destroyed for the Sayakaze to have a chance of victory.
Alpha Wing will fly tactical assault using tsunami bombs to destroy the Hades beam emplacements. Beta Wing will cover them. When the Sayakaze arrives to confront the Hades, Delta and Epsilon Wings will also be deployed. We have a limited window of opportunity to destroy the Hades before it concludes its activity at the depot and leaves the system. The capabilities of this warship are unthinkable, and in the hands of the GTI, it is a terrible weapon. The security of the Terran and Vasudan species is in your hands now, pilots. You know the consequences of failure. Good luck.
Rock and roll. Alpha and Beta. We estimate less than 2 minutes until our subspace drives are recharged. Destroy as many of the Hades turrets as you can in that time. Godspeed, pilot.
Yes, sir. Enemy wing has just arrived. Affirmative, sir.
Good work, pilot. All the beam cannons facing the Soyokaze have been destroyed. Continue your attack.
Can any one of you flyboys give me some cover?
Completing the destroyed bomber. We are launching data into step.
Enemy wing just arrived. Excellent job, pilot.
Rearming complete, sir.
Enemy wing has just arrived.
Roger, sir. On our way.
New bandits in the area. Delta wing has arrived. Awaiting orders. Heads up. We've got visitors.
Rearming complete, sir.
New hostiles in the area. How have we ever been able to do this thing? It's twice as big as an Orion. Probably nice and strong. Our side is burned down. Just keep fighting. This is the same as every other assault mission we've been on. It's just what you need to. Stay focused. Hades is the goal. We're lucky the Hope managed to hit the engine array.
The more strain we can put on this ship, the better. I'm guessing those Terran Sheevan integrated systems aren't entirely stable.
Soyakaze. Greetings, Admiral. I was not aware that Garden attempted to test.
Regrettably, it has not. We are still in orbit around Cygnus Prime. But let us dispense with protocol, for the time is short. Am I correct in assuming that you have engaged the G-Sky destroyer Hades?
Affirmative, Admiral. Our bombers are attacking the British near the Neptune.
And so the circle completes. Remarkable. I wish to inform you, Admiral, that one of our fighter squadrons just propelled a hammer of light ambush against the G-4th and 2 bomber wings. These craft had entered the egg system to engage the Hades, but were apparently provided incorrect information by a traitor sympathetic to the G9. If you will transmit your coordinates, I will redeploy the orb and its wing to your location.
Roger, sir. On our way.
Transmitting now. Admiral Amundsen, we have our sincere gratitude.
Gratitude is ours, but you may repay us by recounting the story of the victory of the G9. Thaw Terra, vessel of the GTA. Admiral Amenhotep out.
Heads up, we have company.
GTC-4, now on station. We are targeting the Hades. It's good to see you again, Orm. I really like your friend.
Iota 1 here. You can keep those fighters off as pilots. We'll take down the Juggernaut faster.
This is Pi 1. The honor of destroying the Hades must fall to the GTA, but the warriors of the PBN will do whatever we can to assist.
Epsilon wings arrive.
Rearming complete, sir.
Heads up, we have company. Port ship, Hades is taking substantial damage. Keep hammering, pilot. Vessel beam cannons have been disabled. I don't believe this. We're actually winning. Put your guard down, kid. Battle's not over yet.
Rearming sequence aborted.
What is pilot?
Congratulations, pilots! The Hades has been destroyed and the GTI rebellion is no more. All remaining GTI forces throughout Terran Vasudin space have surrendered. Had we failed here, the GTI would be writing the history books. Members of the provisional GTA government have already begun the process of reconstructing in cooperation with our Vasudin allies. It is ironic that, far from tearing our two species apart, this conflict has brought them closer together than ever before. Admiral Amenhotep, commander of the PVD Guardian and the Vasudin 13th Battle Group, has expressed interest in personally meeting with the pilots who flew against the Hades, a rare gesture on the part of a Vasudin. B from the Hades is still raining down on Deneb 3. Due to the sensitive nature of the technology it contained, the planet will be quarantined until the wreckage can be disposed of. Terran Command has classified all data regarding the technology used in this engagement, though we can probably expect to see these advances in future Terran and Vasudin warship designs.
For conspicuous gallantry at the risk of your own life, you have distinguished yourself above and beyond the call of duty in the highest traditions of military service. You are hereby awarded the Galactic Service Medal, the most prestigious honor bestowed by the Galactic Terran